President Trump is now suggesting that we should do gun control. What in the hell is going on? So earlier today, of course, and yesterday, President Trump suggested that Congress enact stronger background checks for gun purchases after the mass shooting in Florida. He also floated the idea of raising the age of eligibility to be able to buy a weapon, raising it from 18 to 21. Now, he tweeted out on the background checks, whether we are Republican or Democrat, we must now focus on strengthening background checks. Not only that, but the other day he announced that the Department of Justice proposed regulations that would ban bump stocks. During that announcement, Trump said, we can do more to protect our children. We must do more to protect our children. So, now look, bump stocks, they were not used in Florida, but they were used in Vegas to kill 50 people and injure over 200. So, I mean, that is a device that is capable of turning a semi-automatic weapon into an automatic weapon. That is an incredibly dangerous tool that should not be in the hands of regular civilians. Even the NRA was like, yeah, man, you know what? We might be able to let that one go because, yeah, that looks really, really bad for us. Now, after Vegas happened, they said the same thing after Vegas happened, but they didn't actually do anything about it. Bump stocks were not banned. However, Trump, if you are to believe him, and I can understand if you do not, he said he expected regulations to ban bump stocks be finished very, very soon. Again, the jury is out on that one. I just had a thought where Trump puts all these gun control proposals into a bill and then says, okay, we'll pass this if you give me $25 billion for the wall. Oh, God, I hope he does not do that. But that is a Trump move. But, hey, look, all this stuff, while it would be good, it would only be a Band-Aid. But it is more than we expected from the Trump administration. So if it even happens. Now, there's another Republican, Senator Pat Toomey. He told the Washington Post on Tuesday that he plans to introduce a bill that would expand background checks for people purchasing firearms. Again, here's a Republican possibly doing something, putting a Band-Aid on, at least a Band-Aid on our broken system of people being able to go and get guns. Great. So all that said, here comes more of my world-famous cynicism. So the Trump administration, again, they're calling for background checks, right? Now, in his budget, he cuts funding for background checks. According to ABC News, the president's proposed budget for 2019 would roll back federal grants to help states in reporting to the national background check system. Proposed federal spending for the grants that help states improve the completeness of the record they report to the federal database would be reduced from $73 million a year to $61 million a year. That is a $12 million decrease. Well, we got to pay for the tax cuts for the rich somehow. Not only that, but last year, Trump stopped a rule that would have made it harder for people with mental illness to buy guns. They said the Obama rule would have prevented an estimated 75,000 people with mental disorders from being able to purchase a firearm. Now, right now, we actually have limits, or we have laws that seek to limit sales to people who have been adjudicated as mentally defective or have been committed to a mental institution involuntarily. So, look, that's actually a really high bar, and I actually understand why it's a high bar in the first place. People with anxiety and depression, they don't go out and murder people. Even people with schizophrenia, they don't necessarily go out and murder people because mental illness is not the cause of gun violence. It's the guns. So I doubt the Obama rule would have actually done a whole lot. And also, it's the same reason why I think the Trump focus on mental illness is not going to do a whole lot to stop our gun problem. Because the thing is, in America, we have no more mentally ill people in America than they do in Canada or the UK or any other country. I mean, yeah, maybe it seems like more of us are fucking crazy, but in reality, when it comes to the numbers, again, we have no more mentally ill people in America than we do in other countries. But what we do have is more guns. We have more guns than people, and guess what? We have more mass shootings. Maybe it's the guns, maybe it's not mental health. Now, again, Trump says he's going to focus on, but also, as I pointed out before, his very same budget also cuts funding for mental health. So, there's my cynicism. But to be fair, look, it is a budget, and so it's very, very likely that Donald Trump has no idea what's in it. It's not like he reads these things. No, the guy can only pay attention for the amount of a tweet. So he gets all of his briefings in less than half a page, and maybe in tweet length segments. And now he has executive time, where he has even less time for meetings to know what's actually in the things that he signs. So very likely he has no idea that any of this is in the bill. So to be fair, so there's a lot to be skeptical of. So you want to be cynical, 100% understandable, right? But if they actually do intend to do some of these measures, even though it's a Band-Aid, fuck it. I'll take it. If it even prevents one more death from gun violence, then at least it's something. It's more than we could ask for. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.